Hallo Leute, let's take a look at Arbeitsbuch Seite 65, working with separable prefix and stem vowel changing verbs. Okay, so we're going to keep it simple first and just plain old conjugate some verbs, yeah, or at least give the he, she, it form. So let's look. You looked these up, I hope, or you used your Quizlet, either one. Yeah, and here's what you came up with. So the first two I did for you. Einladen is to invite. It's a stem vowel change. The A changes to an A with an umlaut, and it's also a separable prefix. That first syllable breaks off and goes at the end. So in order to say he invites, I need to say lädt ein. Okay, anrufen, to call. To say she calls, I need to say sie ruft an. I break the an off and I kick it at the end of my clause. Yeah, we'll see when we use them in sentences in a minute how that looks. Okay, aufstehen, aufstehen, to get up. Oops, skipped over. Also, so steht auf. Yeah. He gets up. Okay, also anfangen. Anfangen is to begin, to start. Okay, also she starts. Sie fängt an. There, also sie fängt an. She starts, she begins, yeah? Also break off the A, the an, the an, and put it at the end. Also she begins or starts. Zuhören, to listen. Also hört. So, he listens. Okay, vorstellen. Vorstellen, to introduce. Okay, she introduces. Sie stellt vor. She introduces. Okay, also aufschreiben. Aufschreiben, to write down. Also he writes down. Schreibt auf. Yeah. So he writes down. Okay. Nachsprechen. Nachsprechen is a separable prefix and a stem vowel change. Also nachsprechen, to repeat. This is like I say it and then you say it. Yeah. Not repeat in any other way. It's got the word sprechen in it. So I say it and then you say it. Okay, also she repeats. Sie spricht nach. Yeah, also because over here it says that nachsprechen is also a stem vowel change that E changes to an I. Now, how would you know that? How would you know that it's a stem vowel change? You just memorize it. Yeah, that's the way it is. So I told you it's a stem vowel change, and you have to know that in the he, she, it form, the E changes to an I. So, sie spricht nach, she repeats. Now we're going to use them in some sentences. We're going back and forth English to Deutsch here. So, sometimes I gave you the English, sometimes I gave you the Deutsch. You're supposed to give me whatever I didn't give you. So the first one's all together, yeah? Stehst du morgen auch 7 auf? Aufstehen. Aufstehen, to get up. So do you get up? Get you up is what it literally says. Get you up morgen, in the morning. Auch 7, also at 7. Yeah. All right, next one we're going to do the Deutsch. I gave you the English. I invite Matt to the party. Okay, to invite. You can scroll back up and look. Yeah, it's vorstellen. Nein, it's not vorstellen. It's einladen. Hallo. Ich lade Matt, and then I gave you the word for to the party, zur Party, and then don't forget to finish your verb, ein. Okay, einladen is the verb, so ich lade Matt zur Party ein. All right, next one, I gave you the Deutsch. Wir rufen Mama am Nachmittag an. Anrufen, to call. So we call Mom in the afternoon. Okay. Next one, I gave you the English, so you're going to give me the Deutsch. We write down the time. Wir schreiben the time. I gave you die Zeit auf. I've got a squiggly line. Oh, I did a big boo there. There you go. All right. Next one, I gave you the Deutsch. You're going to give me the English. Wann fängt die Party an? When? Anfangen, to begin. When begins the party? Or in better English, you might say, when does the party begin? But literally it says, when begins the party? Okay. Next one, you repeat the sentence. Du. I didn't tell you it had to be du. It could be sie or ihr. But we're going to just go with du. Du. Also repeat up top, nachsprechen. Du sprichst. Man sprichst. Yeah, I know that it's spricht because the E changes to an I and the du and the ihr, it's the S form. Du sprichst den Satz. Okay, and then I think this is the last one. Nope, two more. I introduce, let me do it over here. I introduce my friend. And we know that the friend is female because it says meine Freundin. Yeah, so a female friend. So you could say, I introduce my girlfriend. No, not I will. Just I introduce my friend. Yeah. Also, next one. He listens to his mom. He. To listen is zuhören. So I break it apart. Hört. To his mom is seiner Mutter. Seiner Mutter is to his mom. So. Yeah, because to listen is zuhören. So I need to break off the zu and put it at the end of the sentence. Okay. If these gave you trouble, ask me about them. Yeah. All right. Scrolling on down here. Use the Steckbrief to complete the sentences about Roger Federer. So there's my info about Roger Federer. I need to fill in the missing words. Das ist Roger Federer. Kommt aus der Schweiz. He comes from the Switzerland. Yeah. Because you have to say the Switzerland in this case. Not for other countries, just Switzerland and a few others. Also seine Mutter blank aus Südafrika. What verb is missing? Kommt. Seine Mutter kommt aus Südafrika. Scrolling on down. Blank im Kanton Schweiz. Canton is what Switzerland has instead of states. Okay, we have states. In Switzerland, they have cantons. Yeah. Also, so that's not capitalized. Wohnt im Kanton Schweiz. Yeah, he lives in the canton of Schweiz. Okie dokie. Blank, Deutsch, blank und blank. Let's look up here. Sprachen, Deutsch, English, Französisch. So, what's my verb that's missing? Sprechen, to speak. And it's a stem vowel change. Spricht Deutsch, English und Französisch. Französisch. Okay? Also, if you forgot that it was that sprechen was a stem vowel change, it's not the end of the world. If you put sprecht, yeah, people would probably still understand you, but it's weird. Yeah, you need to try to remember your stem vowel changes. So spricht. And once you hear it enough, it'll just start to sound right. Ist Tennisspieler und macht viel Sport. Spielt Golf und now this one may have gotten you. Läuft gern Ski. And if you didn't know that you needed to use the verb laufen with skiing, it's okay. I'm telling you now. Yeah, so you say he runs, gladly skis. That's just what you say. So läuft gern Ski. Yeah, if you didn't get it, fix it. Blank Freunde und spielt blank Karten. So we look up here. Oh, look at that. They said Skifahren. Well, you can say Skifahren too. So let's change it. Let's change it and do what they say. Yeah, you can say Skilaufen or you can say Skifahren. So we'll go fit. Fit and Ski. Yeah. Both are correct. Yeah, also, since skis are a vehicle, I guess, technically, yeah, you can drive them. So this is just he drives skis. You can also say Skilaufen, yeah, to run skis. Snowboards are always fahren. Yeah, you have to fahren a snowboard. All right, let's go back to this. So our verb with Freunde is treffen and Karten spielen. So trifft Freunde, because treffen is a stem vowel changing verb. The E changes to an I. If you didn't know that, it's not the end of the world, but try to get it right. Fix it if you missed it. Trifft. Trifft Freunde und spielt. He likes playing cards. Spielt gern Karten. Yeah. Okay, guys, as always, if you have questions about those, if you missed any and you're not sure why, just ask me. All right? Cheers.